Let me ask you one more question about this and we'll move on. There are those who argued that today, when you speak about the need for diversity, your book also talks about the place of religion, what Hinduism is for you, what appeasement, the debate around appeasement. But today you're a free agent. There are those who say that as Governor RBI, you should not have been making comments on issues that had nothing to do with monetary policy. Do you look back and feel like, hey, maybe I should have zipped it?
Not really. Actually, I have no sleepless nights about what I did.
Any regrets?
See, put it the other way. If there is a wave in public that you disapprove of strongly because it hits at everything you believe in, as a public servant, do you have a duty sometimes to say this is not right?
But do you say it in private or public?
Well, that's the question. You have a platform.
Yeah.
You know that using that platform will bring sort of cost to your institution. So you don't want to use the institutional platform. But can you use a semi-private platform that you have? Now, it's very hard to separate the two. That's why I use the convocation address at IIT Delhi to talk about respect and tolerance for each other. Because I thought at that time, with all the hate that was going on in public discourse, that as a public servant, it was good to say that this is what I believe. And interestingly, the next week I met Mr. Jaitley and he said, what you said is exactly what I believe.
He didn't reprimand you for making the comments?
Absolutely not. In fact, part of the reason I started talking outside of monetary policy is precisely because there was this constant, let us reinterpret what he's saying about, interest rates, this, that. Last thing you want to do as a public servant is to move markets and then to have to retract what you said because you're moving markets. So, it was actually a conversation with Mr. Jaitley where I said, look, I'm going to speak outside of monetary policy because let's leave it just for the monetary policy.
So he never said to you, Raghu, I agree with what you said, but maybe you shouldn't have said that in public.
Never.
And you got no calls from the Prime Minister's office?
No, I did not get calls from the Prime Minister's office.
But there were others who told you, be quiet? And who were those others?
There were many, some well-wishers and others.
Yeah.
But, I don't think that, look, I am not the kind who will keep quiet when I see something which I don't believe in happening.
So you don't regret how you handled those
no, I don't.
public speeches?
Not a moment.